Australia's largest trading partner is China,
Yes.
and their highest number of significant investment visas come from China, as well as the highest number of overseas students. Can you tell us some of the interesting statistics on those that are now living in China and speak Chinese in Australia?
Yes. Not sure if you covered the statistics we already seen, I think about last week. There are 1.2 million Chinese currently living in this country, and all of that is about 560,000 or 550,000 residents in this country already. Chinese officially is the second largest language next to English where people speak in this country now.
So you specialise in looking after investment opportunities in Australia for the local Chinese, in particular high net worth. What is it that you're seeing that they're attracted to? What sort of investment products and what sort of industries in particular?
I think number one, because China is the largest trade partners with this country, by doing a lot of trades, it's actually creating a lot of market opportunities for investment. People may come and think, okay, this product is consuming really, really well in China. For example, milk powders, that is one example. Maybe it could be other consumer goods. So those actually attracting a lot of Chinese investment at the very beginning. Not talking about, I think, mining, resources, agriculture, which is pretty hot, 10 years ago, and same thing with the properties. But by saying that, it's more and more a trend that we start to see, sophisticated investors come to the country looking for things beyond this. They start to think about, Australia as a really good, interesting destination for tourism. So why don't we come here and invest in tourism industries? And Australia is one of the largest, destination for our Chinese education exports. So why don't we go there to invest into education? And now also people think about aged care, healthcare, and technologies, life science.
And part of your service at BMYG, you've got a capital sort of venture fund.
Yes, we do.
And that specifically invests in startups. So you raise money locally and overseas as well, or just locally?
Mainly locally.
Yep.
Considering if you wanted to raise funds from overseas, we're also going to think about the capital controls. We're going to think about the currency exchange rate, all those sort of things. And also don't forget the 90% SIV come from China. Those people already here with a visa, and we have 1.2 million people living here. They have the wealth to manage. So it is already a really big market here locally from the Chinese community's perspective, where we can raise good capitals for. And the funds we run is specialized in tech, but I think it's more e-commerce and fintech. That is where we think the growth opportunity is going to be. And this is where I think in the future, next 5 to 10 years, more Chinese capital will come in and invest in.
Right, and just on the subject of those significant investment visas, or the SIVs, what are the requirements? How much does that cost?
$5 million.
Wow.
It is the most expensive visa in the world, to be honest. But I think it's worth it. I mean, apparently people think, okay, Australia is close to Asia, has a lot of opportunities between China, Australia. Australia has really nice, I think, living environment to offer. And there's no terrible jet lag in this country to China as well. So it's beautiful, and so people happy to look at, okay, we can invest $5 million for 4 years, and they are only required to live here for 160 days in total for the 4 years. So it's actually relatively easy requirement for the visa. So that is why making it so attractive for a lot of, I think, successful entrepreneurs, where they still run business overseas, but they're happy to make investment and come here, say 40 days a year to apply for the visa.